everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Packers coming in at 5-3, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 3-5. So with that, let's get up to Lambeau Field. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
It certainly appears that they had a pretty good formula how to combat waiting around all day to play a night game. Came right out, smacked them, and gained big yardage because it's tough for a coach. How much time do you spend with a team? How much time do you meet? How often do you actually eat meals? Do you get them out of the hotel? It's a tough, tough task to have them ready to play a night game when they've had to sit around all day and usually watch other people get ready to play as well. To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers finding time. All kinds of time. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some racks.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Dante Fowler in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 0-0 our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
And they're pushed back after the penalty. Still 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Touchdown, Packers! Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in. In Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And Rodgers is going to go down. he's sacked.
Holding offense.
They come up in an offset eye. Running with Howard. And he'll look. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Again, it's Howard. And he maybe makes... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 43. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
319.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He hits Baldwin right side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They go with Howard again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And
back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's got time in the pocket. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Surveying the field. Great protection. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside, and it's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They come up in an offset eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Second and goal from the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He'll look to throw. He's got time. Still back there. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, Wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Surveying the field. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Rodgers. Looking for someone to throw to. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really? But
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. They juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there, wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the side of this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block the hit cause someday